You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Bold and the Beautiful viewers, I've got your weekly prediction edition. We are going to have Eric blasting Donna and Brooke going begging. Let's dive in with these predictions for Hope and Steffy, for Brooke, Ridge, and Taylor, for Poppy, Tom, and Bill, for Lee, Jack, and Tom, and for Donna and Eric. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not subscribed, please click that button. Let's get started with our first prediction based on upcoming spoilers. Our first prediction: Hope's going to miss the real threat while she is focused on Steffy. So, spoilers for the week ahead. On Monday, January 13th, Steffy returns to Forrester Creations because she wants a front row seat to the plot to take down Carter that she has cooked up with Daphne. Hope is pushing back on Steffy's return. In the promo, Hope is suspicious and asks why Steffy changed her mind and what's really going on. Obviously, she's not going to tell her, but there is a spoiler pic I can't show you for copyright reasons, but it shows Carter and Steffy shaking on it. So it is a done deal. She's officially back by the Wednesday, January 15th episode, and that's the same day that Brooke is actually happy Steffy's back because she thinks this will open the door to her getting back with Ridge. And then by Thursday, January 16th, Steffy introduces Daphne, her secret weapon, to Ridge. And there's a scene this week at the Forrester Mansion with Taylor, Ridge, Steffy, Eric, and Zende all there. So I wonder if she's going to fill them in on her plan at that point, since she has already told Finn. So Hope is on high alert about Steffy's return because she blames her for everything wrong in her life. But I just wonder if Hope is falling for it and Steffy's being super smart and sneaky, knowing that by amping up Hope's suspicion, she will keep her eyes on Steffy, trying to figure out what she's up to, and then she won't notice that Daphne Rose is circling Carter and targeting him, ready to seduce him away from her. This could actually be a brilliant plan. All right. Our second prediction, Brooke goes from strong to sappy and is back to begging to be with Ridge. Last week, Brooke was so strong. She walked out. Fans were cheering when she read Ridge for filth and slapped him, said she wished she'd never met him, shoved Taylor on her way out the door. And how long did her backbone last? A few hours, and then it just melted. Brooke's resolve caved, and then she was telling Katie she regretted breaking it off with him. And I mean, to be fair, I think Ridge would have dumped her if she didn't do it first, because he is, of the mindset she's betraying him. And then when Donna called with that Taylor and Ridge update, Brooke just fell apart. Where did that backbone go that everybody was cheering? Brooke agrees to let Steffy come back, as I said before, because she thinks it's going to open the door to a reunion with Ridge. And Brooke is back to doing everything she can to please Ridge and lure him back, basically begging him to come back to her. By Friday, January 17th, spoilers say Brooke confronts Taylor and it gets messy. And I wonder if Brooke will tell Taylor the same thing she told Ridge, that Taylor is his second choice, trying to destabilize their reunion. And while Ridge was boinking Taylor, we saw Brooke sitting in the CEO office having flashbacks to their past and crying. And Ridge was cuddling with Taylor in bed and he was kind of looking thoughtful. And I saw that some people in the comments were saying that they thought he was regretting it and thinking the same thing Brooke was, but that's not what Bold showed us, because he wasn't doing the flashbacks and things. So it could go either way. It could be him thinking that he's going to miss Brooke, or him thinking that he's right where he belongs. Our third prediction, Poppy was either scamming Tom and Bill, or she was so sloppy and so skanky that she did not know who got her pregnant. So things get messy with Luna's paternity next week when it should have all been settled. It's like the Bold writers are doing another retcon. Clearly they are. Poppy and Lee are arguing about Luna on Monday, January 17th, with Lee questioning Poppy's parenting skills. I mean, she raised a double murderer that aspired to be a triple murderer, so, not great parenting. Poppy seemed to think that Tom was Luna's dad. it looked that way, but then when Bill came up as an option, then Poppy seemed to be hoping that it went that way because that would be like a lottery ticket that was a big winner. And then, Luna rigged the test and then it came back negative. We never saw a paternity test on Tom. Tom definitely thought he was Poppy's baby daddy from the start. And, Bill was ready to believe it for a minute. And so how many guys was she banging? And was Poppy pulling a con job on Tom at the time that he was a popular musician and then, was hoping to land billionaire Bill? I just wonder, has she known all along who is Luna's real daddy, or was she just kind of floating along, hoping for the best outcome because she wasn't using birth control and was sleeping around a lot? Or maybe she was scared to know who the father of her child was because of the third possibility that we're going to talk about in the next prediction. So our fourth prediction is Lee gets proof about Luna's paternity, but is she right? So after Poppy and Lee argue on Monday, spoilers for Tuesday say that Lee is cryptic but wants to get an important point across, kind of a weird spoiler. April, the lab tech, is back this coming week, and she has a biological sample in some kind of biohazard container that she brings to Lee. And by Thursday, January 16th, spoilers say Lee has ammunition and confronts Poppy. This should be the point in the promo where Lee confronts her sister and asks if Jack, Lee's ex-husband, who's also Finn's father, is also Luna's father. So I just wonder if Lee has suspected all along that Jack might be Luna's dad. Maybe she thought they slept together but wasn't sure. Maybe that's why she's hated Poppy all these years. She may have known about the affair but didn't tie it to Luna until something tweaked her interest, maybe something in Tom's autopsy report. Since Lee is a doctor, she may know Luna's blood type. And then when she saw Tom's test, things didn't add up. I wonder if that sample in the box that April brings is something from Tom's autopsy or his samples at the hospital from his autopsy. So maybe Lee goes back and DNA tests them and finds out they're not a match. And then she knows that the other guy that her sister was sleeping with was Jack. This is about to get messy. And just how many retcons are they going to do on this girl? Because I think we're on number 3. Our fifth and final prediction, Donna is stunned when Eric blasts her about Brooke. So on Friday's episode this past week, Donna came home, snuck in because she saw Ridge hosting a romantic dinner with Taylor, saw them kissing, going upstairs, clearly headed to bed. So she called to alert her big sister. And then on Wednesday, the 15th, we have Brooke hoping that Steffy returns to Forrester Creation is a step in the right direction of reuniting her with Ridge. By Friday the 17th, Brooke faces off with Taylor. And in between that, on Thursday the 16th, that may be when Steffy explains her plan to all the Forresters. So here's what I wonder. When Donna called Brooke, she said, Ridge is in my house. Like he had no right to be there. And let's be clear, Donna married Eric, whose house it is. A lot of women have been married to Eric and have been in and out of that door. So the only person whose house that is consistently is Eric's. That's her husband's house, but whether Donna stays, we'll see. And Ridge is Eric's son, and he was invited to stay there. So Donna acting like this wasn't okay may not sit well with Eric. Plus, if Donna gets pushy with Ridge about having Taylor over or anything to do with that, we might see Eric setting Donna straight because Eric is definitely put off about Brooke, sees her as a traitor, so Donna may want to step carefully where her husband is concerned.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.